Hey, well, Sam the Dingus, good morning. This is a happy little Thursday morning, still cold as hell, so I'm just here to jam some more stories. Most of these are from when I was much younger. The title of this video is Attempted Murders. So that's not like necessarily true like anybody was like attempting murder, but like these are situations in my life where life or death may or may not have actually been like tossed up and around in the air because of negligence or actual rage and attempted murder. There is some actual attempted murder parts, so stay tuned. I do not mislead, but I got like 6 stories. Some of them are very short, just of some dangerous times involving person-to-person relations. Here we go. Yeah, I have to start with this one as number one. The number one story, and most of these stories involve me and my brother, because I was honestly a terrible person when I was a kid. I was just like a cruel, like mean kind of person, like pick on people type. And my brother was like very easy to pick on, and also extremely rage oriented. So if you get him going, he'll fucking rip his top off and keep on going. That's pretty much the reason why all this stuff happened, but... So story number one is when we were just kids, like kids, probably like, I was in like 2nd grade or less, 1st grade maybe. We were living in New Jersey. It was an apartment complex. Which part of the story should I tell first? I guess we'll leave it that way. We were having a little fight, me and my brother were having some beef in our room here, in our apartment. And we sure enough get into a pushing match, where he pushes me up against the closet door and breaks it off of its hinges. So I got pissed and I pushed him back across the room too, where he hit the window. And honestly, like, everything aside, like, God is so good to me. Like there's a trillion alternate universes where it really was easy for my brother to just fall backwards out that window and die. Because if he fell out that window, he would have died. Because this apartment was like shit, like not only is it built on a hill, but like we were on the top floor, so it was like the longest drop possible available to us, at least 20 feet at least, just down to some concrete, but it was probably more than 20 feet to be honest. So honestly, I'm just so happy I didn't kill my brother all these different times, because that honestly is just like a glimpse of potentiality. Like I could have been that kid, you know. Luckily, my brother's still alive. Actually, I got a bonus story here that's not written down on this paper, but I got to, because me and my brother always did some fuck shit. So he was on the top bunk, okay? This is the worst one of them all, not gonna lie. But he was on the top bunk leaning over, and we were just like playing, like messing around or something. Oh my God, this is terrible. We had this toy gunship, like Star Wars gunship, like this big. Okay, and it had like cannons too, and you could load them up with little plastic things and press the button and shoot them, right? So I had one of these missiles in my hand at night. When my brother peeks his head over down the rail to look at me, I fucking jab him in the eye with a missile. He's like, ah! Falls out of his bunk bed. Oh my God, I'm a terrible person. This video is about me. Yeah, so that happened. Honestly, I was just psycho. I'm glad I like became a hippie or something, because if not, I was definitely destined for like the school shooter path. Ooh, bad Sammy. So that's the bonus story, along with story number one. My brother's eyes work just fine, and his skull is still intact. Attempted murder. Okay, this is just a quick one, like not even a story, but also we were at the park, me and my brother, and we were having like little stick fights. But I like picked up like a real long honker of a stick and like turned and like clonked him with it. I forget if it hit his head or like his torso, but like I definitely remember that being an event. Me beating his ass with a stick just once. Yikes. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Okay, so this one is actually very strange. This is very strange because like this is the only story where the intentions were murder. Yeah, you guys still love me, right? We can move past all this stuff, right? Okay, this is when I was in like 2nd or 3rd grade in Connecticut in elementary school. Me and my boy Webby, he was like one of my earliest pals in life. There was this kid Avery was his name. I don't remember his... Okay, yeah, I do. This kid, Avery, he used to just, like, eat so nasty and so messily. He'd just be like... Get, like, the mustard, like... like... I don't really know why me and Webby were so fucked up. Maybe it's because kids really just don't have a moral conscience yet, and I should be more forgiving, but, like... We had, like, silica, a packet of silica gel, like silica pearls, you know? Like you'd find in your beef jerky or something, and we're like... We're gonna assassinate him. And, like, we put a couple of silica beads in his burger. And this little motherfucker didn't even notice. He ate all of it. And we're just like... Just waiting for him to fall over or something. Never heard anything about it again, but wow, that was actually really shitty of us. I'm a terrible fucking person. Sorry, okay? That's why I'm telling you these things, so that God's gonna get me off the hook, like... Alright, pal. I hope. Oh, yeah, so we tried to poison that kid in the 2nd or 3rd grade, but he turned out okay, so... Once again, I'm glad that my intentions have been snuffed and stuffed. Okay, this one is actually different. This one would have been based on negligence, no rage or intentions whatsoever. I just finished telling stories about how I, like, used to, like, sell knives in 8th grade, like, in school, because I told you I'm crazy, okay? Leave me alone. So I was hanging out with one of these brothers who I sold a knife to later, which got me suspended. But it was the brother, Trev, we'll say his name was. It was. Basically, I had the exact knife that would end up getting me suspended, and it's a crazy fucking knife. I got it off Budk. It's like a spider brawler knife or something. It's got, like, silver knuckles and, like, an 8-inch Bowie knife, right? So me and Trev are just running. Like, I'm going up a hill with it in ice pick grip, holding the knuckles and the blades coming out the bottom here. So I'm literally just sprinting up the hill, and he's like, whoa! Because there was snow on the ground at this point, so, like, we had to, like, put some extra, like, torque in to get up the hill, and he's like, yo, I almost just ran behind you and got shanked, slunged by your blade. And I was like, well, be careful, bro. Sammy. How life could have been so much worse so easily. Right. We got 2 stories left. This next one is just whatever, but the next story is, like, the story from this category. Even if the other ones were serious, like, this one is, like, for real. All right, so stay tuned for that last story. I'll be there in 49 seconds. My brother just used to be a really dangerous driver. Here for this number 5 story. Like, fucked up dangerous. Like, fast-wise and also, like, decision-wise, like, it's just a bad idea to be around him. But even worse than that is if you try to have a conversation while driving and he gets pissed at you, he's gonna be, like, spitting on the windshield, like, and I'm like, please look at the road, please look at the road, please look at the road. Because it was like, we were going down Brooklyn Road in Connecticut one night. I know you guys probably don't know, some of you know. And this dude is busting out, like, minimum 50 to 80. Okay, I said minimum, but that's, like, the range. Like, 50 to 80 miles per hour on, like, a residential back road with a 30-35 cap. And my dude is, like, fucking yelling at me, getting everything everywhere, and I'm just like, I just want to forget this argument and just like, I'm about to walk home. Like, this is so fucked up bad. Like, I don't dare speak if I want to survive. I don't know what I said to piss him off like that. Maybe I deserved it, but fucking nobody deserves that, man. If you're watching this, brother, fucking be safe, bro. You were crazy. By the story, you know that I know I'm crazy, okay? But, like, fuck, you were crazy too. I'm glad we both made it through somehow. Somehow. Especially after this story, the last story. Alright, so this is the culmination of everything I've been telling you so far. My brother being prone and me being a cunt. And this right here is the climax of our being, right? Here we go. So I was having a little gathering party, just a chillage, really. Just this dude, Mr. Walden, we'll call him. He's like 6 years older than us. He's a grown-up by now. We're playing airsoft is why we're hanging out. Then we got my boy Jimmy, who I've got a lot of stories to tell about in the future. And then also, I think Kickmaster was there as well. So it's officially like the jam sesh with the boys. And I know you guys don't know these guys, but if you do happen to be local and know me and you know these guys, shout them out. So we're, long story short, I am being a cunt like I do very well. I'm so good at it. That like I'm just like straight up bullying my brother about like the girl he likes, and like everybody like calling them losers and stuff. Like honestly, like the shittiest type of person out there. So fuck Sam the Dingus. Fuck Sam the Dingus. This is a protest. Write in the comments. So I don't really know exactly how it developed so intensely, but wow. We were reaching the pinnacle of rage here, and I was just still pushing. I was not stopping at all, and things were only getting worse, let's just say that. But everybody's in their room here, just a small one room together. And it escalates all the way to the point where my brother tries to like put me in a chokehold. Like my back is turned and he just like grabs me and like starts dropping me a little bit, like trying to pull me down to the ground. Like he's got like sturdy forearms, but he's never been like a technique pro, never been very proficient with how to actually do jujitsu or anything. So luckily like the choke was not like truly applied, but he was holding me pretty good. And when you got someone from behind like that, it's a pretty advantageous position. So what did I do? I was just like, boop! Like I just threw like this one corner knuckle like right up over my head, and it hit him right in the forehead. He's like, oh! And I was like, whew, he released me, and that was all good. And I walked off, and I was like, geez, bro, like, this fucking sucks. But I was still like egging at him, like even despite the fact that we've reached this pinnacle, I'm still throwing shit at him. So he just like reaches the ultimate crash point and grabs a dagger and starts running at me. But my boy Jimmy happened to be there and fucking like clotheslined him down, or one way or another stopped this assault. I mean, look, me, I was also close to a knife, a karambit, which is my like weapon style of choice. Very, very articulate slashing. But still, karambit versus dagger in a small space is not ideal. Fuck it, any kind of knife fight is not ideal, especially with your brother who you love very much. So that happened. I guess that's technically the end of the story, is that everything chilled out from there slowly. We all fucking hated each other still, but it's true, my brother grabbed a knife and ran at me. But luckily I was saved by my friends, who definitely should not have saved me. I deserved whatever happened there. Like I really revisit these memories sometimes, and I'm like, what if the slightest things were shifted? What if my brother did make it to me? Do you think he was actually gonna stab me, or do you think he was just gonna like scare me, like make me whimper and cry? Like, you guys think he would have tried to kill me for reals? I would totally like give him a mulligan on that, like justified. Like, yeah, like violence is not the answer, but like I was such a cunt. So consider this also my apology video to my brother. There's even more stories that I haven't told about us. Like, we just had a lifetime of this shit. But yeah, that's pretty much wraps up all the stories I can think of right now of attempted murder or anything close to it. So if y'all got brothers and sisters at home, chill the fuck out, okay? Like, I know it's easy to like get lost in whatever you're arguing about, but like, it's all about that love. And trust me, if you actually lost these people around, it would be very, very hurtful, very crushing for your life. So once more, respect and love for the creatures of the earth, even your annoying ass brother. Thank you for tuning in. This is Sam the Dingus. I'll see you soon.